Welcome everybody to Gothic Remake Demo, Nyras Prologue. I don't want to make this intro too long, but I just want to say that I love Gothic games. I grew up playing Gothic 1 and Gothic 2. Those games have an insane amount of sentimental value to me. If I'm not mistaken, this demo came out in February during the Steam Demo Fest, but just recently it has gotten a brand new update. Animations are a little bit faster, some things are a bit better. So let's not waste your time. We'll talk about Gothic a lot more once we begin the game. Yeah, the profile will be deleted. This demo is an isolated prequel experience created to show some of the main features of Gothic 1 Remake, but since the game is still being worked on, it can contain bugs and glitches. The full game follows the story structure and the spirit of the original Gothic, with the nameless hero as the protagonist. The story takes place in the Mine Valley of Carinas, a penal colony violently taken over by its prisoners after a barrier spell went astray. The inmates now live in interdependency with the king, who needs them for the magical blue ore, humanity's last hope for its losing war against the orcs. You are Nyras, and you have just arrived in the colony. Welcome to your new life.
I'm Diego. I'm not. No one in here cares about your name, lad. Unless you give them a reason to. Look, usually I'm the guy who gives the Greenbloods the rundown. But a rock slide cut us off from the valley, so I have other things on my mind right now. Our men are coming to clear the path, but knowing them, it's gonna take a few days. So you should find yourself a place to camp until then. All clear?
So this is Diego. Those that have not played Gothic, you probably don't know who Diego is. But in Gothic 1, when you begin the game, this is basically the first guy that you meet. He teaches you things, he explains about the world and all the other stuff, and he never cares about anybody's name.
Can I help you somehow? Thanks, but no. Where can I camp? Somewhere in here? No. This exchange zone belongs to the old camp. Until you're one of us, we can't let you wander around here after dark. Just try to find somewhere well sheltered. Our boys sighted a shadow beast near the canyon, and they come out at night. Okay, thanks. Sure. Welcome to the colony.
Welcome to the colony. Hey, yo, new quest, a place to sleep. So this demo is actually quite short. All you have to do is just find a place to sleep. So I've already played through this demo when it came out in February, but I did not play with these new animations. So I think the character runs a little bit faster. Everything is a little bit more responsive. It used to be a lot slower. So the game definitely looks a lot better. I'll throw like probably a couple of screenshots of how Gothic 1 looked like. Okay, there's also the skillet. I want to touch the skillet. It looks like they're frying some maggots inside of the skillet. What the hell? Okay, so we can grill some meat here. Sadly, we don't have any meat to grill. So we're just gonna put this thing back. And hey, let's hop inside of this cabin. Perhaps we'll find something useful. Oh, so it's interesting. As soon as we hop in the cabin, the character stops running. And I think that's kind of cool. Okay, so what do we have here? Most likely we can steal everything. There we go. Let's grab all of that stuff. So in the original Gothic, you could take everything. You had a rubber inventory. You could like carry everything and you would never get over encumbered. You just pick up everything. You sell everything, or you just like hold everything. So Gothic... So Gothic is a loot goblin's dream. All right, there's also a chest. When this demo came out, it was pretty slow to pick up things. Yeah, now it's a lot faster. Now it's a lot snappier. There we go. We can open up the chest. And we found, what do we have here? Some beer, a torch, and coins. Okay, let's grab everything. So I guess we got everything. Let's go outside. Let's find a bow, because there's definitely a way for us to find a bow. There's a way for us to find a sword. So far, we have nothing here. The developers are also releasing a bunch of videos regarding Gothic Remake, like a lot of development updates, etc., etc. I think I've seen all of them. And what I have to say about this remake is that in the original Gothic, you could definitely go underwater, but there wasn't much to do underwater, plus swimming underwater was somewhat a pain. But now they've made it a lot better. So, for example, here, I'm pretty sure we can find a sword. Okay, so there we go. Let's go underwater. And let's try to get that sword. It has to be here. Plus, it's a lot better now to see things underwater. I guess so. Looks better. That's all I have to say. There we go. Let's get that bottle. Let's get whatever. I don't even know what I'm picking up. That's what Gothic is about. Just pick up those basic jugs and basic mugs. It's going to be like half of the game. That's going to be your half of the inventory. Just full of jugs and other useless garbage. So let's try to get out of here. There we go. Let's try to swim to the surface. Okay, there we go. Hopefully I do not choke. And just recently, like this year, I have completed once again Gothic 1, Gothic 2, and plus I've played some of the mods. Like Gothic 2 Returning, I've played Gothic 2 Dark Saga. So I do love Gothic games. And Gothic 1 and Gothic 2 came out in like what, 2000 and 2001 or 2002? They came out quite a while ago. Now we already got a sword. What about our inventory? Okay, so we have a sword here. And then we got bare fists. All right. Yeah, I think pulling out the sword is a little bit faster. It used to be slower. There we go. That is nice. So, at the beginning, What I love about Gothic is that you constantly progress. That's what Gothic is all about, is about progress, is about getting better. So for example, now we're holding this one-handed sword with 2 hands because the character does not know how to use this sword with 1 hand. So later you will progress, you'll get stronger, you'll be able to use this sword with 1 hand, your animations will improve, plus you can get stronger. And then there are 2-handed swords, you can improve animations of the 2-handed swords. So you constantly get better. At the very beginning you have nothing, and that's why I love Gothic so much. I think progression in Gothic series is really well done. You begin from 0, you got nothing, you don't even have a sword, you don't even have a club or anything. You have to find your own first club, you have to find your own sword. There we go, we just found a sword here under that water. Most likely you could have found the swords somewhere else. There are lots of various options for you to find that gear, and then you keep getting better, and later in the game you become a professional killing machine. Okay, so we got meat bugs here. Okay, did I just kill both of them at once? Okay, that's new. In the original Gothic, you could definitely not fight 2 enemies at once. But hey, these are meat bugs. We can get loot from the meat bugs. The meat bug meat. And what I also love about Gothic is that every time you kill something, you do get experience. So for example, here we have our stats. And for you to level up, you need to get a certain amount of experience. Every time you level up, you need to get more and more experience. So currently, to get to level 1, we got to get 500 experience. And once you get 500 experience, you do get like 10 skill points. At least you could get 10 skill points in the original Gothic. And then with those 10 skill points, you can improve your strength. And having more strength will help you survive in this world. You'll be able to do more damage, and you'll be able to have better swords. That's what I also love about Gothic, because in a lot of other games, in a lot of other RPGs, you'll be able to equip like whatever sword. They'll have no limits. In this game, you won't be able to equip that sword unless you have a required amount of strength, and you're not going to have like an infinite amount of strength. You will have to play this game for a while. So even if you find a really insane sword, you're not going to be able to wear it. You won't be able to equip it. And yeah, there are also swords that require dexterity. You can also be a mage in this game, and you can upgrade your mana points. Okay, we also have the quest menu here, so we gotta find that place to sleep. So this is how our diary looks like, and then we have the inventory. So yeah, the inventory system is a lot better than in Gothic 1. Gothic 1's inventory system was a lot worse, obviously, compared to today's standards. Okay, so we have an arrow. Let's grab that arrow. Oh, and we got another chest. Let's see. So we found a picklock, we found a torch, more arrows, some coins, and beer. I'm probably gonna grab everything. Still, it looks like it takes a while to kneel down to this chest, but again, it's just a demo. I'm not gonna complain about it too much. I'm sure when the game comes out fully, everything is going to be done better. There you go, we found some berries. I'm gonna grab these berries as well. You should be able to heal up with these berries. So there you go, we've just arrived at this place. This place does exist in Gothic 1. So we've arrived to a very iconic place in Gothic 1. So we can go down there to get to the castle. But we cannot get to the castle right now because it's just a demo. And hey, you know what? Let's go inside of this mine right now. There's a way to probably equip a torch. There, I think we can equip it by getting a number 3. There we go. We have a torch. Oh, I cannot use the torch and a sword at the same time. Most likely later I'll be able to do this when I'll upgrade the character. But hey, let's grab this. Let's get a torch for now. Let's go inside. And there should be an enemy. As I said, I've already played through this demo. I've already kind of explored every nook and cranny. There we go. There are some monsters. So can I drop this on the floor? Yes. There we go, to light some things up. And we're gonna fight the mole rats. Okay, dead. And this guy is dead. Wait, how does one dodge? Oh, there we go, with alt. I see. This is how we dodge. Okay, there we go. We dodge this. And let's kill this guy. So at first, combat might seem like, oh, the combat is weird, but that's what Gothic is. The combat does feel like that. It's not just left mouse button clicker. You don't have to spam your left mouse button. You don't fight like 30 enemies at the same time. The combat here is pretty simple. You usually fight like 1 or 2 enemies at a time. You don't really like gather 15 enemies and fight them. So the combat is simply like fight, fight, fight. Sometimes you get to parry, sometimes you get to dodge. Depends who you're fighting. Different enemies have different attack animations. And it looks like they are staying true to the original game, because at the very beginning, the attack animations are very slow. Everything is slow. But later in the game, you do get stronger. Everything gets easier. Okay, so around here, there has to be a bow. Okay, we got a pickaxe. That's nice. There we go. We found a bow. Brother has already equipped it, and we have a couple of arrows. There we go. Let's grab all of these arrows. And anything else? So also, if you've played Gothic, you obviously know what this Gothic remake is all about. Most likely you have already even played it. But I'm just trying to show this game to those that who have not heard about Gothic Remake, because I do want Gothic Remake to succeed. Because if Gothic Remake succeeds, most likely we are gonna get Gothic 2 Remake, or maybe even Gothic 3 Remake. Who knows? Maybe they'll even decide to remake Gothic 4 Arcania, the game that Gothic community doesn't even like to talk about. But hey, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We haven't even gotten this Gothic Remake. It's not out yet, but I think we were able to find everything there is to find. Okay, let's get out of here. The game does look pretty, and I do have some expectations about the Gothic Remake, but I think a lot of people that love Gothic, I think they have to realize that they probably have a lot of sentimental value, and I do believe that Gothic is a great game, but I also believe that maybe some things have to be added to Gothic 1, some things have to be expanded, and the developers are trying to stay true to the game, but they did say that the world is gonna be kind of expanded a little bit. Most likely we'll get like some quests and other stuff. So there's that. All right, we're gonna go that way. Before we go that way, let's go here.
That place would do. But someone's already here. If I find them...
Okay, so we did get some meat. I believe we should be able to cook that meat right now. Say we got 2 grilled meat. Let's just probably select this and let's cook 2 of those. There we go. Let's prepare the recipe. Looks like bro is literally frying maggots. But I'll get it. We just got 2 grilled meat. Most likely some of you, if you like RPG games, more of you have played Skyrim than Gothic. So I do know that in Skyrim, you like open up your inventory and you eat either like a bunch of cheese or a bunch of other food just to restore some of your health before combat. And the same thing applies to Gothic. Sometimes you'll have to fight someone and you won't have any more like healing potions. So you'll just be eating a bunch of grilled meat. Or you'll be eating whatever other stuff just to restore some of your health. So that's quite fun. Also, in Gothic, you could cheese quite a lot. Even if you couldn't kill like some sort of an enemy, you could jump up on some sort of a tent and you could shoot them with a bow. So I'm quite curious if the same things are gonna stay in the remake, because I think that was the spirit of Gothic. You could cheese a lot of your way through the game. And hey, okay, so we can probably go up here. I do know that it's possible. So let's go up here. Oh, almost fell down. There we go. Wait, there was a spider. Wait, there are also these blueberries. Can I pick them up? I'm quite certain I should be able to get these blueberries. There we go. Okay, there's a dude. Okay, hello. Hello, buddy. Radford.
Hey, you.
Now, who by Belia are you?
I'm Knight.
Not your name. You don't look like you're from any of the camps. You a digger? Or did they just throw you in?
They just threw me in. I'm looking for a safe place to sleep.
Then go to the old camp.
Davarantian said I should wait until the diggers clear the rock slide.
Then do that. Look, I ain't got nothing for you, Greenblood, okay? Sod off.
Alrighty. And again, the game is staying true to the original Gothic. Because in Gothic, nobody's really friendly with you. Everybody tries to scam you. There are like some even other quests where they're like, hey, come with me. I'm going to show you something. You follow those guys and then they beat you up and they rob you. Unless you beat them up. Because in Gothic, a lot of conflicts can be resolved just by beating up other NPCs. So if they try to beat you up, if they try to scam you, you can't beat them up. And that's kind of fun. All right, so is anybody here? Wait, I do hear something to my left. Okay, so there's that mole rat. So let's get back my sword. Let's probably get it. So yeah, mole rats are a little bit smaller. In the original game, they were a lot more pink, and I think they were a bit bigger. Okay. Dude, I just realized I don't have a lot of health. Okay, well, I'm gonna probably die here. Ain't no way. Ain't no way I'm dying to mole rats. Which, again, is kinda true. In the original, if you've never played Gothic before, it's easy to die to mole rats. At the very beginning, everybody kills you, but as I said, later in the game, as soon as you get a bit stronger, these mole rats will not be able to kill you. You will have way too much health, you will have way too much protection, they will be nothing, you will have extremely strong swords, you'll have a lot of strength, and you'll be able to kill them with just like your fingers. But at the beginning, they are quite a threat. Okay, so let's restore some of the health right now. Let's go here, and what do we eat? I do have some grilled meat. It does restore some of my health. So let's pop that. It shows me how much health I'll be able to restore. There we go, the health is restoring. So yeah, the system is a little bit different. We can see how it works. There we go. The health is almost back to the top. I'm gonna eat another grilled meat. We can probably add now stuff to the hot slots as well. If you hold B, you can see the hot slots. But hey, that's all right. Did I drop anything here? I did drop something. A tumbler and an ore nugget. Which in Gothic 1, ore nuggets were the currency. In Gothic 2, you use coins, but in Gothic 1, ore nuggets are the currency. I should have explained probably at the very beginning what Gothic is even about. So, you're trapped in this colony, in this barrier. So, as you can see, there's like this barrier. You cannot leave this barrier. This entire colony is stuck under this barrier. So, people can be thrown inside of the barrier, but they can never leave. So sometimes they get like some provisions from the outside and people are still gathering ore for the fight against orcs. So that's kind of the long story short. You're stuck here under this barrier. You'll have to find a place. In the original game, there are like 3 different camps: the new camp, the old camp, and the swamp camp. All right, all of that stuff aside, let's try to use the bow with the scavengers. Okay, so the bow is definitely different. In the original Gothic, you couldn't even aim. Okay, there we go. The dude is dead. Can I get my arrows back, though? Feels like bow is very OP right now. Yeah, before bow used to be a lot worse. Right now, what? I can hit them from that far away. And plus, with the bow, they get stunned. So yeah, the bow feels a lot stronger. Oh, no. Probably in the original game, it's not going to be as strong. In the remake, when it comes out, there's no way the bow is going to be this strong. It feels kind of strong. Okay, let's grab everything. Or maybe I'm just dreaming. Maybe it's not even that strong. Okay, so those were scavengers. Wait, let's try to save the game. Gothic is all about quick saves. And I don't know if I can quick save with F5. I don't think so. But in Gothic, you have like a lot of saves because you never know what's going to happen. You might fail. Sometimes if you give a wrong response to somebody, your character gets killed. So you do have to have a lot of saves. This game is brutal when it comes to that. It's easy to lose a lot of progress. Okay, I want to see what's that way before we go and fight those other enemies. Anything this way? Okay, nothing. Okay, so that's where we came from. So what about my stats? Okay, so we have 280 experience out of 500. I'm not sure if in this demo you can upgrade your sword, if you can fight better, if you can hold the sword with one hand. Maybe. Okay, so I do have another scavenger. So let's try to save. Okay, I cannot save while I'm holding the sword in my hand. Excuse me. That's lame. Okay, so I want to get that. I want the scavenger to come after me. It's kind of weird. The scavengers don't make any noise. I don't like that. In the original game, they used to like, ah! They sounded like chickens. Yeah. Like large roosters, chickens. Okay. Okay, the other one is attacking me. I'm done. Okay. Or maybe I'm not done. Okay, dodged. Okay, dodged. Okay, so they do sound... I think the animal sounds have to be a little bit louder. Unless maybe the music is a bit too loud. Let's go to the sound. I cannot even change the music volume here in this demo. But yeah, maybe the music is a little bit too loud because you can barely hear the scavenger. They should be quite loud, in my opinion. You should be able to hear your enemies. So Gothic is quite interesting because not all of the enemies are going to attack you. It's not like they see you and they start attacking you. They give you a warning time. They give you like those warning signs. Some enemies do attack you as soon as they see you though. But a lot of the enemies will not attack you unless you annoyed them for too long. Okay, so there's got to be a goblin. I just saw that guy walking here. Okay, so let's try to fight this goblin with a... Actually, with the sword, you know what? We saw how the bow works. But yeah, there's this goblin. And look at this. We can probably run away from the goblin, and the goblin shouldn't probably chase me. Or maybe the goblin will chase me. But if you run too far away, they will stop chasing you. In any case... Let's get the goblin. The running animation is kind of funny. Hey, bro, just threw a rock! Wait, that definitely never happened in the original game. Okay, so goblins are a little bit different. Couldn't dodge in time. Okay, I'm probably gonna die. Okay, let's try to attack it once again. Okay, goblin is dead. Nice. And I did lose a bit of health. So, we just got a club. Let's grab all of this. Let's grab the berries. And you know what? Let's open the inventory and let's heal up just a little bit. Because I'm clearly... cooked here a little bit. Okay, so we got raw meat. Do not want to eat that raw meat. We got some blueberries though, so let's try to consume the blueberries. Can I consume more of them? Yeah, we can definitely consume a couple of blueberries. I think the effects stack here. So we got some bug meat. Tasty when cooked, not so much raw. Okay, so I should probably be able to cook bug meat someday. We can eat this ham. There we go. Let's restore some of that, and let's restore More health with a pair. So we have these essence of healing, these elixirs, but usually you save them for when you need them. Now it was kind of a calm spot, so why not eat some pears and other things. Okay, so I don't know if there will be any other enemies. Looks like we're kind of done. Okay, so I want to see what we got here. Okay, can I go under that tent? You cannot crouch either. I just hope when the game comes out fully, the game is going to perform a little bit better because currently I have a 3080 with a 7950 and I barely have here 60 FPS. Sometimes I don't even have 60 FPS here because the guy just came here. Hello? Yo, buddy?
You again?
Yes.
I think I found your man.
I can see that. So he's dead. Fuck. Must have been that shadow beast.
You knew him?
He was from our gang, so yeah. That's why me and my mate are here. The fool got hooked on those herb rolls the cultists sell and started losing his marbles. Last time I saw him, he went on about how their god was talking to him in his sleep. Nutty stuff like that. And then a week ago, he just wandered out of our camp in the dead of night and didn't come back.
So I'm not going to bother you with the dialogues, but basically the guy is talking about the swamp camp, the cultists. They do smoke a lot of weed, and they have dreams, and they believe in the sleeper. The sleeper is their god, and that's all I am going to say for now.
Check his corpse.
No, I didn't check his corpse. Wait, I want to check his corpse. Maybe I'll get some loot. Okay, there's a note. A mysterious note.
What's that?
I couldn't even read the note.
A letter?
No, a drawing. And there's these symbols.
Ah, must have scribbled that while he was baked. You keep it.
What now? Are you gonna take him back to your camp?
No. We'll stay the night, head back to our camp tomorrow, and tell our boss that Jorik's dead. End of story. So, you said you're looking for somewhere safe to camp, didn't you? Probably a good idea with that shadow beast prowling the area.
Yeah.
Oh, well, fuck it. You can sleep at our fire. It's in that old digger's camp across the abandoned mine. That thing won't come there.
Okay, just like that?
Just like that?
If you hadn't messed about in those bushes, I probably wouldn't have found our man before nightfall. That said, there ain't gonna be any dinner before me mate Drax hunts us some scavs. How about you give him a hand? Just so he can get to know you.
Where can I find him?
Just follow the road into the valley. He should be somewhere around there. I'll meet you at the camp.
All right, brother. Okay, place to sleep. So we just updated the diary. So we have to find Drax and offer assistance, and then we still have to seek shelter before the nightfall. Alrighty, and what about our experience? So soon we're gonna level up, and I'm pretty sure once you level up, your health also goes up. Every time you level up, your health goes up. I don't think your health goes up, at least in the original, your strength. In the original game, your strength does not go up when you level up, but your health does go up every time you level up. Not strength, not dexterity, but the health does go up. Okay, so let's probably get out of here. Also, in this game, it's kind of difficult to find berries. In the original game, in Gothic 1 and Gothic 2, it's easy to spot berries, and everything's kind of green, and berries are very red. But here, sometimes you don't see those berries because of, like, lots of details, lots of grass. But most likely, maybe you'll get the habit of that because you'll see how those berries look like, so you'll know what to look for. So what do I know? Okay, so let's go on the road. Let's find Drax. Okay, can I... don't break the kneecaps. Also, I kind of like how the UI is absolutely clean. Like, check this out. There's nothing here. There's nothing here in any corners. There is no UI at all. I think it's very immersive. Every time you need to see something, you just click B, and you can see what kind of hot slots you got there. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to, like, configure all of that stuff in the settings. And if you want to see your health, you can just open the inventory and see your health that way. I think it is quite fun. Plus, your health goes up when... Plus, you can see your health when you're in combat, but when you're not in combat, you don't need to see your health all the time. And I think that's kind of fun. Okay, let's try to go down. Hopefully, I don't break my kneecaps. There we go. That's quite good. That is quite nice. So I think we've looted mostly everything. We've looted everything at the top. We've checked things that way, so that's where we're going to sleep through the night, at the very top there. But, hey, let's go down because there's still one more portion of this demo that we haven't explored. This demo is quite short. You can definitely talk to a lot of people here. You can get a bunch of different dialogues. And as I said, I don't really want to bore you with these dialogues because not all of you are Gothic fans, so you won't really care about what they got to say here. I'm just here to show the gameplay. Wait, is that ore? Yeah, that is ore. So let's grab all of these ore nuggets. Alright, so let's go here and let's talk to Drax because I'm quite certain this will be Drax.
Hey, you.
Hello? Okay, now the
Wait a
scavengers are gonna attack
second.
me here.
You're the guy they just tossed in, aren't you? No, don't say anything. I know it. You just got that what the fuck did I get myself into look on your face.
I am new, yes. But actually, your friend Ratford sent me. He said I can sleep in your camp and told me to help you hunt.
Rats? Did he find Jorik then?
He's dead.
I see. A shame, but not that surprising. So, you're here to help me hunt. How nice of you. Well, why not? Let's do it.
I do have a bow. Okay, let's hunt.
Let's
Let's hunt.
Music to my ears. You got a weapon?
Yeah.
Good. Then follow my lead.
Alrighty. Let's follow his lead. Let's get the bow. And is he gonna attack some of them? I missed that arrow shot completely. The mouse sensitivity is very high, and sadly you cannot change the sensitivity yet. Oh no, I missed all of the shots, bro. Okay, I did attack this guy at least once. Okay, I'm gonna draw the bow. Okay, I got it. I killed it. Did I kill it? Okay, give me the sword. Okay, there we go. Just leveled up. Hey, yo, we just leveled up. I did get some health. Look at this. We got plus 12 health. So we got now a total of... Wait. I want to see this. There we go. We got a total of 52 health. And now we got 10 skill points. And that's what I love about Gothic the most. It's a very simple system to progress, but it's so awesome. Every time you kill someone, you get experience, you level up, you get skill points, and then you get to invest those skill points into your strength. Like 10 skill points will be 10 strength, so in total we have 20 strength, and we'll be able to do more damage, we'll be able to have better swords, and so on and so forth. And now to level up, we need, what, 1,000 experience? 1,500. So now instead of getting just 500 experience, we need 1,000 experience to another level. So each time it gets stronger and stronger for you to level up, but every time you level up, the game gets just a little bit easier. So we're gonna save once again before I talk to this guy, because I don't know what the guy's gonna say. I like saving a lot. Is bro even gonna talk to me, or is he broken? Oh, he does talk to me.
Sweet bounty. I was gonna gut them here, but if Rats is already in the camp, let's not waste any more time. I'll meet you there, new guy. Good job.
All right, there we go. So basically we can probably complete the game now. Kinda. Complete the demo, but there's still some things to check out. So when I grab this, yeah, I'm gonna loot all of these guys. I'll loot all the corpses from the scavengers. So yeah, this place is also quite iconic. This is probably the first time when you'll actually die. Yeah, I think a lot of players that have played Gothic, they've died around this place, because usually you go down this road here and yeah, you'll meet like a couple of scavengers. You'll have to fight a couple of scavengers here, and usually they kill you, because that's where you get to test out your combat. So I'm glad to see what they've done with this place. It kind of feels a little bit green though. Like there's a lot of greenery. Trees are, they seem healthy. In the original Gothic, trees seem very dead. Everything seems kind of dead. Even grass doesn't really seem to grow there. A lot of things are quite green here, but hey, it's all right. And there we go, there's another sword. Is that the same sword? Is that a different sword? Rusty sword. So I have one rusty sword and we have another rusty sword. So both of these swords are quite the same. So as you can see, there were different ways for us to get those weapons. We could have gotten like one rusty sword inside of that water. We've gotten another rusty sword just here. Plus we've gotten a couple of pickaxes. You can use pickaxes to fight. We have a couple of clubs to fight. So yeah, there are definitely a bunch of ways for you to get those weapons. There isn't just like one way. Plus later in the game, you will be able to choose either you want to fight with one-handed weapons, which are a bit faster, but they do a bit less damage, or you can fight with two-handed weapons, which are a bit slower, but they do more damage. Most of the time, two-handed weapons were the best at the end of the game, at least in Gothic 1. I don't think a lot of people played with one-handed weapons. They're all right at the very beginning, but later it's better to just get two-handed weapons, because most of the good weapons will be two-handed weapons, so maybe Gothic 1 will actually be a bit different and they'll balance that stuff out. So let's try to upgrade all of this. Let's save, and let's grab a bite. There we go, let's pop a couple of berries. Because there will be this guy, Kirgo, if I'm not mistaken, and we should be able to fight this guy. Also, Kirgo is in Gothic 1 in the original game as well. If I'm not mistaken, he teaches you how to fight, perhaps? Not sure. In any case, doesn't matter. We're gonna try to fight this guy. So yeah, just like that, the place is stuck and we cannot go to the camp, because usually this road leads even lower, and then you can get to the main camp over there.
Hey, you.
To the old camp. Okay,
Look
hello,
at
Kirgo.
that. A fresh face. They just threw you in?
They did.
They did.
Well, then welcome to the colony, I guess. What's your name? I'm Kirgo.
Nyras.
Good to meet you.
What's your advice?
Join the old camp. We're the heart of the colony. all the stuff they send us from outside, they bring it to us.
Unless there's a rock slide.
Nah, don't worry about that. Our boys will have that cleared in no time. Gomez is tough, but he knows how to keep this place running.
Gomez is your boss?
He's the most powerful man in the old camp, yeah. He led the prison revolt back then and took charge. He's the guy who tells the king what we want for our ore. And the king delivers.
I see.
One more thing. You look like you've held a sword before. You wouldn't care for a practice match, would you? I gotta
Yes,
fight
finally
coming
we'll
up
get to
next
fight him.
week. And I could show you some tricks in return.
Yes, yes. All right, why not?
All right. Why not?
Great. Just let me know when you're ready.
I'm already ready.
I'm ready to fight.
Okay, so will I be able to save the game here just in case things go south, just in case I die? Because I want to learn how to hold the sword.
All right, let's dance.
I'm ready to fight.
All right, let's dance.
Okay, there we go. We got the sword, and I cannot save. Ah! So when I click escape... Whoa! Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm getting just destroyed. I got absolutely destroyed. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Just got smacked. Okay, so let's talk to him now. Maybe I'll be able to learn how to hold the sword a bit better.
Good fight. I hope I didn't break anything.
Don't worry, buddy.
It's all right.
Happy to hear it.
It's
You're
alright.
not bad,
I'm
friend.
fine.
You need some practice, but you got potential. Want me to teach you some tricks?
Sure. why
Yes.
All right.
So-
number one. When you're using a weapon like this, hold it in one hand, not in both. Once you build the muscles, you'll be much more agile and can string your attacks together. 2. If you're already in a strike and realize it's gonna throw you right into a riposte, pull back and dodge. It'll take some practice to get right, but you can do it. And finally, when you parry, try to time it to the perfect moment. That will leave your opponent wide open.
not? Okay. Got it. Thanks.
Hey, anytime. But you should really find yourself a campsite now. It will be dark soon.
Okay, so we just learned some things. I got more experience and the skill increased one-handed. So now we can use the sword. So now we are trained. So check this out. Now one-handed sword is going to be a lot better. That's what I was talking about. Look at this. Now we can do all of these special attacks. I thought I'll be able to parry with the right mouse button, so that's what I kept doing. But hey, the right mouse button does this different attack. So yeah, you block with control for some reason. I didn't know that. I would have blocked that way. But hey, there we go. Now we parry probably a little bit better. And hey, we can, as he said, string those attacks together, so that's awesome. So that's what I was talking about. You do get better in this game. You do get to upgrade your sword, except in the original Gothic, you don't really upgrade your sword that fast. You don't really upgrade your one-handed attacks this fast. It takes quite a while. It does require lots of skill points, lots of ore, etc., etc. But hey, it's just a demo, just to show you how things work. Also, Gothic is a pretty slow game. It's not a very fast-paced RPG. It's a pretty slow-paced RPG. So there's that. And hey, let's try to eat something. You know what? I have this essence of healing. Might as well just consume it. There we go. We just consumed that. Can I fight this guy once again? I'd like to fight this dude once again, pretty please. Now when I know the controls and I'm a bit better. Hey, yo, fight me again. Why are you so friendly anyway? Actually, I don't care. How about a rematch?
What? Already?
Let's fight.
Let's fight.
All right. Show me what you got.
Also, in this game now, you got they walk you back to fight. In the original game, both of you just pull out the swords and you fight.
All right. Let's dance.
Okay, there we go. Now there's a bit of distance. Okay. Whoa, bro is just... What was I supposed to do? Nothing. Okay, so I can block. Okay, there we go. That's better. So I think blocking here is a bit better than dodging. Okay, there we go. We both attacked each other at the same time. Okay, how about I dodge this? Attacked. I'm gonna block again. And there we go. We're gonna fight this guy. Like, I'm pretty sure combat is gonna be a bit different when the game comes out fully. And hey, every time you knock them down, you get to kill them. But hey, obviously, we're not killing them. I do want to loot this guy and steal his things so we can get better swords and everything else. There we go. I took his stuff. I got his crude sword. And I don't think I'll be able to equip that crude sword. Where is it? Actually, I can equip it. It still does 10 damage, though, so it's nothing too crazy. There we go. Just equipped the crude sword, and I got his things. And bro is going to stand up. Hello? Stand up, brother. You taught me how to fight. That was your mistake. You should not have done that. And speaking of fighting, also in the original game, there will be arenas. You'll have to fight them on the arenas. You get better, you progress through the game, etc., etc. So let's talk to Kirgo once again.
You.
I took all of his things, though. Is he
Well
going to be happy
fought.
about that?
You're getting there. Anyway, I've got to get back to work now. See you around.
Yep. Also, in the original game, there's no shot you'd be able to fight this guy because, first of all, he has some armor. And whenever you have a sword that does only 10 damage and you have only 10 strength here, there's no way you'll be able to do any damage to these guys. They're, like, way stronger than you. They practically one-shot you. So it's just for the demo purposes that, hey, you can fight Kirgo. In real game, you're not going to fight Kirgo. You're nothing. At the very beginning, you're nothing. But I think we got everything there is to get. We got the new sword that doesn't do more damage, but I'm pretty sure in the remake you will be able to do more damage. So there's that. So the game kind of shows you a little bit how progression works. Hopefully you know more about Gothic universe right now. If you love RPG games, then you should definitely keep an eye on the Gothic remake, because as I said, I want this game to succeed. Hopefully the devs will cook. The devs seem to listen to the community. So hopefully the devs will be able to satisfy the old Gothic fans, and hopefully they'll be able to attract new Gothic fans as well. Because the more people enjoy this game, the more people buy this game, I assume, the higher the chances that we'll get Gothic too. And I'm quite excited about that. So let's probably finish this demo. Let's go here and let's go to sleep.
So you made a friend, Rats? Didn't think I'd see the day.
Piss off. You got our dinner?
Yeah, the new lad helped me. You found Jorik, huh? What killed him?
Probably that shadow beast. We gotta be careful tonight.
So tell me, Freshie, when you found Jorik, did you find out why he wandered off as well? Honestly, I still don't get it. Now, I've smoked more rolls than a furnace. No god has yet whispered into my dreams.
Well, he did have this drawing. Wait, I have it.
Keep that paper in your pants and don't talk about this shite. Jorik smoked too much and lost his marbles. End of story.
Belgius, balls, calm down, man. It was just a question. So anyway, you probably figured out by now that there's 3 camps in the colony. I'll be up front. Seeing as you ain't half as useless as most of the folks they toss in here, you should try and join ours.
Oh, you're
The new
making it
camp.
sound like we're a flock of ladies waiting to throw our breechcloths at him. Drax is right, though. We could use new men. And you might have what it takes. That said, if you don't want to end up plucking rice, you're gonna have to work hard for it.
That's true wherever he goes. At least we have a plan that'll get us out of here. And a proper one at that. Not some cultist bullshit about sleeping gods.
If you still think that let's blow up a pile of blue ore nonsense is gonna work, you're as away with the fairies as the loons are. I mean, how much
loons,
ore
the
have they
loonies.
dug up by now? Enough to buy all the deserts of Varan? But somehow, whenever you ask the mercs when the mages finally have enough, it's always just a little more. Seriously, I'm starting to wonder if they ain't just playing games with us like that Iberian bloke does with his lambs. I wouldn't be surprised.
And there we go. So basically the new camp wants to explode the barrier by gathering a lot of ore. And the cultists, the swamp camp, they just have dreams about the sleeper and all the other stuff. So they also want to escape the camp. And yeah, when we met Kirgo, he was from the old camp. He said, hey, join our old camp. When we met new camp people. Oh, that was the sleeper most likely.
He is real.
Oh, wow. Nyras had a dream about the sleeper. Also in the most recent development video from the developers spoke more about Nyras. So Nyras will be a guy that joins the lunatics, the swamp camp, the loonies, whatever you want to call them. Because here we can see that the guy got the dream about the sleeper. So once we'll be playing the Gothic remake as the nameless hero, we should be able to find Nyras in the swamp camp. And just like that, we'll know how Nyras joined that swamp camp because he got that dream about the sleeper. So I guess that's kind of fun. Oh, please don't complain that the hero in this demo, Nyras, doesn't look like our beloved nameless hero. Yes, because it's not the nameless hero. It's a completely different hero. So there we go. That was Gothic Remake Demo, Nyras Prologue. Again, it's just a demo. I'm sure developers are going to cook for quite a while. I don't know when this game is coming out. I don't even know if the devs know when this game is going to come out because game development isn't as easy. There are lots of moving pieces, lots of variables. So all I just want is this game to be good, and I'll be patiently waiting. So you guys, hopefully you enjoyed this game. I know it's a bit different from all of the survival games that we play here on the channel. I'm just really passionate about Gothic, and I wanted to share that with you. And I highly suggest you check it out, my Stalker Let's Player. Click here on the second card, and you'll go to a recommended video just for you. Or hop over to my channel, go to a playlist, and there you'll find a lot of other games that I've played here on the channel. If you're not subscribed yet, definitely make sure to drop the subscribe button, and see you in the next one.